Nerdhour, baby! Let's go! With a special guest, we got Mr. Andre Wells.
That's me.
First guest on the podcast. Unity. Yeah, we got three-way unity?
Oh, yeah.
Three-way unity.
So 3 different shades, right?
3 different shades.
I like that.
It's like a Neapolitan.
And I'm the white one?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He got like a pink undertone. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm so stoked to have Andre on the podcast as our very first guest, friend of the show.
Yeah.
You may know him from Hometown Hero, best local band out in Orange County.
That's not my band.
Oh, Dive at Dawn, rest in peace.
Yo, straight up. Rest in peace.
Now we have him as he's pursuing video game writing,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
So very stoked. We have 2 writers on the couch.
yeah. Oh yeah. Unity. Right. I'm a little scared of this shit. I'm like
That fucking fall knocks Andre out.
Am I going to be smack?
sign a waiver fee.
I got it. It's fine. Fuck my life.
Damn, we really. Also, this is a core moment, but Andre's black, so we really have to put a N-word jar right here.
Dude, I've been thinking about it literally nonstop the entire drive. I was like, I need to make sure I don't say it.
I mean, it's good so, but you know, I call myself out on it.
Yeah. Word. Okay, cool. Because I was like, sometimes when I get in the heat of the moment, like, it just happens, and I'm like, well,
You gotta let it fly.
exactly. See, he gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it. Corey doesn't get it.
I don't. Yeah.
Instinctually, I get it.
Yeah. Idriys Lopez today. Is that still a bunny or is that what?
It's still like a wave cap bonnet type of combination.
I didn't even realize it's cloth.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, silk on the inside.
Oh, that's fire.
My braids together, and you know, this is a little soft. How much does fit? Oh, I'm glad you asked. You know, it's like a little soupy,
Yeah.
and probably like I don't remember. And there's that little Supreme slacks.
Okay.
Probably like 100. I don't know.
Damn.
Dirty Nikes. Air Forces.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easy 300 right now.
Literally. They were as nice as hell. I have a Wolverine shirt on.
I like that shirt, though.
Yeah, right. It's cool. Fire. Thank you. I don't know the artist, but it's like from Uniqlo. But
Did you
it's like
see
collab
the Kith stuff that they do?
from Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fire.
Yeah.
So like Kith was dropping like shoes, 7 different colorways from different characters of X-Men, and then they released it like a blind box, so you didn't know which one you got.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, during Comic-Con.
Oh, pretty cool.
Mhm.
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, because I saw it. They had other stuff, too. They had, like, shirts, because that's what
Oh,
made
okay.
me think of it.
Cool.
They had shirts. It was, like, it just said Kith and, like, a box logo, but it was every hero's, like, power.
That's fire.
So they had, like, Phoenix. They had Storm, Wolverine, I think, Beast, and some other shit. They had shirts, and then they had hats and stuff. And then they had, I guess they had, like, jackets and other shit that I saw that I'm trying to cop, but
That's fire.
that's not until I think the end of the month.
That's cool. Andre, brought up, we're talking. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about Andre. We have a lot to talk about. It's Comic-Con weekend, the weekend of mild bombs. There was no bombs this weekend at Comic-Con. This shit was so dog shit.
There were no bombs.
No bombs. There's a lot to talk about. We're all gonna be like, well, yeah.
There was like bombs if you're thinking like there was one bomb for me at least.
Okay.
We got the Spider-Man 2 trailer.
Yes. Which I know.
Story trailer. And so like that was cool for me because I wasn't expecting it because you know they did it in Hall H.
Yes.
And so I was assuming that they would just keep it behind closed doors for a while. But I think they gave it to us, I think, the next day.
That's pretty fire.
Yeah, so that was nice for me. But other than that, you're kind of right.
So speaking about video games real quick, like how did you get into your love of wanting to write storytelling in video games?
Damn.
Well, so let's take it back.
Okay.
What inspired you? Like what was like the game that would you say?
Yo, it's crazy because that's like one of the questions that I think at least like recruiters and like interviewers ask.
Oh yeah, no, this is a job, and
Yeah. Okay, word. Yeah, but it's like it's so hard because there's so many different ones that that I've played that I've resonated with. But I would say just straight up, considering I love movies so much, Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of my favorite movies of all time, right?
Respect.
So Uncharted. It was like, so I played Uncharted 2, and then I was like, all right, let me play the third one. And then the fourth one is the one that I was like, oh no, this shit's good. Like, I don't need to go watch Indiana Jones 4 or 5, whatever. I can just play Uncharted 4. And it's scratching the itch of playing video games, but it's also that narrative, that storytelling is unreal, that characterization. And that was something that really stuck with me. And I was like, I've always wanted to make video games. I'm not a visual person. I don't know, like, level design was not my thing. I tried it. I tried coding. I took coding classes, and I fucking hate it. I don't know how to do that shit. So for me, I was like, what can I do and still bring to the table when it comes to video games or even writing? With the band, I'm writing all the songs. Like, lyric-wise, I got a group of talented guys making the music. But I'm writing all my lyrics. I don't let anybody really touch my lyrics unless it's like, hey, like maybe this could work different. But that was kind of when I started realizing, I was like, I feel like I can write, like I feel like I've got a little bit of an edge on other people who may be like, oh yeah, I write songs because I need to. I write songs because I want to. I don't write because I want to. And so, yeah, so COVID happened and I got laid off from my job. I was just a receptionist, but before that I started dabbling in like D&D and shit like that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And so, because everybody was talking about it, I was like, you know what? Like, I've never done it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. So I was the DM for all of our games for a long time. And I came up with, my own stories and stuff like that. We did one-shots and that kind of stuff. And it just kind of clicked, So I got furloughed and I wasn't really doing anything. I was doing like content creation. I tried streaming for a while. I did YouTube videos. And I
remember YouTube on
yeah. And I remember I liked it, but it was just like not for me. I'm an impatient person, dog. Like I can't sit there and be like comfortable getting 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 views
for sure
8 hours a day.
It
wasn't working.
It's a grind.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would have quit this fucking forever ago.
For sure.
I just can't bring myself to be like patient and wait and and find that niche. So I kind of was like, all right, I'm over it, but I need to do something, right? I'm collecting unemployment and that's cool, but I'm not happy.
Yeah.
And so that's why I started kind of looking into jobs and writing and stuff like that. And honestly, I started cold emailing just a bunch of narrative designers and writers, and nobody hit me back up because they're like, bro, what? Like, what do you? I've got my own shit to deal with. I'm not touching you. So, but one guy did. One guy, and at the time he was working on Halo Infinite. Wow. So the newest Halo that came out, he was a narrative director for it, or a designer, sorry, not director. And he was like, hey man, like, that's great that you want to get into like writing games. Like, let's have a conversation. Like, I'll call, you can call me, I'll call you, whatever. And he basically, we sat there and talked for he gave me like 2 hours of his time,
That's great.
And he was dope. He was just really helpful. Told me like, I think you should just go back to school. You're almost done. Go back, get a degree. It's not going to help you, but it's also not going to hurt you when it comes to the game industry.
For sure.
And he was like, do that, work on your writing while you're doing it, and make a portfolio. And, nobody really did this for me when I was starting out. So I want to be the one to help. So he's like, if you need anything from me, hit me up. And so I was like, all right, word. So I went back to school, graduated, and just kind of grew my portfolio. And now it's a slow process.
For sure.
It's a slow, difficult process, but I'm closer than I ever have been.
Nice.
And, the interviews come and they go, and, the rejections are more constant than anything. But it's something that I fuck with heavily and see myself doing. I can't really see myself doing anything else. And I think that's why I'm kind of like, well, it don't matter whether it's a rejection or not. I'm just going to keep going and keep getting better. And, I'm still talking to that guy. Like, I texted him today, and we're going to have a call set for tomorrow. And that's cool and all, but it's all about just continuing to write, writing scripts, writing anything you can.
Yeah, Idriys knows about getting rejected.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean?
Script wise.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we deal with studios and shit, all sorts of. But the difference between me and you is I ain't writing unless I'm getting paid for it.
Yeah, and that's the craziest part, especially when you're in my spot. It's like that's the only thing you can do is write without getting paid for it. I mean, I just came off in March. I put out my first game with the team. From UCI, and that was all goodwill. You know, they were like, "Hey, we're students. We like your writing. Can you help us?" Now I was like, "Word." And now I'm doing the same thing. I'm working with a team. I'm actually, a lead on this project with 2 other guys that are writing for me. And I'm writing with them. And that's a hell of a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, it's like, damn, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm working my ass off.
Let me clear that statement up. Yeah. It sounds like I got jobs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not it. Well, I'm at hearty. Let me turn this a little bit. You need to be in the center there because like it on me. So, yeah, I just don't like writing. I don't like physically writing stuff, so I don't do it in my free time. I'm not saying I should, and I should. It's just not something I race to do. And then in development stages of stuff, that's one thing that kind of boggles me a lot is when it comes to television writing or whatever, is that the development stage where they want you to make a pitch and character, all that stuff, whatever, map out the show, et cetera, typically, it is typical. You do not get paid for that. If someone comes to you and hires you and wants you to do that, they do not pay you, which is one of the most important things because that's what you have to use. They have to use to go pitch the show somewhere.
That's great.
Do it for yourself, then I understand. Of course, you're not going to pay yourself for that. But if a studio comes to you and hires you for that, and it's like, we want you to do this development work, it's typical they don't pay you.
That's insane.
So
that's crazy.
I'm glad we're like touching on the payment. We are living like a once in a lifetime, especially our generation as like young people. We are currently in a writer's strike, both fronts, writers and actor strike. And from here, from vocalizing between these gentlemen right here, how important it is, like, because we kind of dabbled, but I want to hear from like both of you guys, but like how important it is that the strike is happening now. And like as much as if you want to carry this, Idriys.
It's funny. I just talked about this on a different podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
So your question is what?
Like through your peers, like how important it is right now that you are striking. Well, yeah, compared to even also to like video game writing, like writing, is so important.
I think people should get paid fairly for their work. It's a case of where writers are the backbone and the spine of a lot of these companies. We create the content. We're, for lack of a better word, we're the slaves on the plantation. True. But I'm like, I don't know how else to.
No, you're right.
Like I could say we in the sweatshop. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're the ones in. They tell us to do something, we do it, or we come up with ideas or whatever.
Yeah.
And to basically be sort of degraded by way of our compensation when these companies are making billions of dollars or the CEOs of these studios are making tens of millions of dollars annually. It's a big slap in the face, and these writers and actors can't survive, off the wages they're getting because inflation's happening right now. There's a whole financial crisis going on in the country. So it's like people came at Sydney Sweeney. I don't know if people remember Sydney Sweeney last year or some shit. She made a statement saying, I can't survive off of the paychecks they give me.
Right. Yo, right.
Everyone flames Sydney Sweeney for it. And look at us now.
Right.
But it's like, she was completely right because it's like, expenses, especially cost of living in LA or whatever, it's like you getting paid however much, for a season of a show and then not to get paid until you get booked another job is not going to support you for, that period of time. You're going to need a second job. You're going to need to figure out side hustles. You're going to need to probably take most of that money you're making and invest it into something else in hopes that it brings you more income some way, shape, or form.
Right.
So, it for us to be providing these companies with this amount of money, it is very important for us to be compensated fairly, and very important for us to be able to live, you know, and it's very important for us to have better opportunities for getting hired, et cetera, et cetera. Because at that point, it's like, you know, how do we make money being creative? You know, it's like, what are we supposed to do? You know, it's like, again, we can take independent routes or whatever, you know, building our own IP through ways of TikTok or Web3 even, or whatever, and having that sort of independent power within ourselves. But it's like, you know, some people are still stuck in their American dream of like even for me, I'm like, yeah, my dream being a writer, how I visualize it is being hired by a studio, having my show on Netflix, whatever, blah, blah. There's a certain infrastructure my mind is already boxed in, you know, that I want to chase after, which, you know, but it's like we spend our lives being creatives and we sell our ideas to these people. Then you're being paid to work on your own idea. And not only you're being paid to work on your own idea, they're paying you the bare minimum to work on your idea. And then the worst part about it is if they want to clip it, they want to say, we don't want to do it. You can't do anything else with that property because you sold it to them. Yeah. You made a deal with them. Yep. If they saying they don't want to do it, it's put on the shelf forever. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just this whole system is degrading to creatives. And I don't know why we chase it so much. I mean, I get fame is the main market. You know, it's like, you know, the platforms and everything, whatever. I'm sorry I'm going on a tangent.
No, you're good.
But, you know, it's like, it's really all of it's a huge slap in the face. And also on the other end of it, it's like we're seeing some very nasty mental psychological war tactics going on this strike.
No, for sure.
Between the studios and the writers and the actors, whatever. Yeah. NBC chopping the trees so that the strikers don't have shade or whatever. Like that's on the sidewalk, forcing the strikers into the street.
That's some cartoon level evil.
Exactly. And then, you know, them saying, oh, we want people to lose their houses, whatever, blah, blah. If that's true, you know, it's like, I don't understand, even for me, again, I'm a victim of this mentality, but it's like, are we supposed to still want to work other than like, yeah, this week is gonna end and we're gonna be like, all right, y'all can hire me. Yeah. It's like, what is we're supposed to go back to quote unquote normal, and I do think there's gonna be a new normal. Yeah. And I also think they're not going to give us what we want without some sort of back end repercussion.
Yeah,
for 100%.
Sure. You know, they're not going to be like, all right, y'all won, everything's cool, like, you know, everybody's kumbaya. So I don't know what's on the other side of this strike. Mm-hmm. I do think it's a necessary evil, to answer your question in terms of importance, because I hope it does inspire people to do more things independently, as opposed to selling themselves or selling their ideas, if they don't have to. But also the necessary evil of, you know, maybe some positive change will come out of it, and so maybe studios will gain some sort of empathy and sympathy for these workers or whatever, and everyone can be cool. I think both ways could be possible, and that's what I'm hoping will come out of it. But, you know, I'm like, this could be a big bang in itself and start a whole new thing, you know what I'm saying, in Hollywood. Who knows? Yeah.
I think the thing that came out for me was crazy. Y'all watch Orange is the New Black, right? Yeah. You never seen Orange is the New Black? Like, it's kind of a classic. Hella titty. Okay. Oh yeah, the chick posted the Asian chick, Kimiko Glenn. So you know, she was like, she didn't come on until like the later season, but then she was like basically a mainstay character in the show. Yeah. And like, yeah, the residuals are crazy. I mean, here's some like, there's a little tea. I mean, I feel like it's been spoken about, and like, it's pretty apparent. Like, I saw someone post those stories. Like, we know it's Netflix. It's Netflix holding back. It's Netflix not trying to sign the deal.
Interesting.
It's Netflix.
I didn't know that.
I figured it was all Disney.
Right. No. It's Netflix. Because Netflix, we talk about residuals, right? Netflix doesn't run ads. Yeah. Right? Netflix doesn't have an ad tier. So how do they pay the residuals? You know, it's all through streaming. That's why they hide their numbers. You know, Andrew Schultz like posted like this like conspiracy thread on Twitter about like, oh, it's like they're hiding their numbers because like no one watches their show, which I think is kind of far-fetched. But like, it's Netflix is the ones like, we're not trying to pay you guys because how do we make our money? You know, that's why they can all these shows so quickly because of like no one watches them. Boom, can. You know, you rarely see a show besides like Stranger Things get like more than fucking 3 seasons. You know,
Right. Now,
yeah,
you know,
it's Netflix. Do you hear that, Idriys?
No, I didn't hear that.
It's,
I mean,
yeah.
but
What? I'm not. Actually, I'm not. I was doxed you.
oh, but nah. I mean, I don't know whether that's true or not, but I mean, it could make sense. And then, you know, on top of that, there's also, I mean, Disney got the AI standstill. You know, I think it's just different aspects across each studio.
For sure.
yeah, for sure.
They don't want to adhere to.
Yeah.
And it's all just unfortunate. And it does kind of put in, again, perspective of just like, who are we selling ourselves to? Who are we working for? And who, like, do we want to continue doing that? And I know my answer is yes.
No, that's funny. I mean, yeah.
And after the strike is over, I'm still going to be applying.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, too.
They know that too, so why lie about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Even
hard.
for like video game front, like writing is so important. You know.
Yeah.
Like, have you played Uncharted?
Yeah, or no, I've seen gameplay of it.
Nathan Drake classic, bro. Our modern Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
But what are your opinion on Fortnite being the greatest game in existence?
That's great. That's a really, wow.
Where did that come from?
My own opinion.
Really? Do you like it?
Fortnite, Among Us, and Fall Guys.
Oh, so you're just like a party game guy.
No, I don't know.
I fuck with
I'm not
Fortnite.
even playing like that. I'm saying from afar. I just think, you know,
I think Fortnite is a crazy.
I'm fucking with you.
I thought you were being dead serious.
No, we don't writing for
go into that.
Yeah.
But writing wise,
Yeah.
for all of this, I don't know. I mean, Idriys, you kind of nailed it on the head. I mean, there's not really much to go off of after that. But from the video game writing side, looking in, it's challenging to navigate because, you know, I'm gonna say we, knowing I don't have a fucking writing job, but we as video game writers, we have jobs still. But that is also something that we are trying to move towards as an industry is unionizing game devs.
Wow.
And that's something that we've been talking about for, I don't know how long.
They aren't unionized.
No.
Wow.
Yeah. And this seeing all of this is kind of getting specifically the writers to be like, bro, why are we not doing this? Because we don't get treated fairly either.
Everyone is going on strike right now.
Yeah. If we could, we would.
Hotel workers, UPS, WGA,
Yep.
SAG. Why are all of us standing together in a park? I can never. It's the weirdest crossover episode I've seen in real life ever.
Yeah, it is. And it's weird. And so it's an odd plot to navigate because, you know, specifically with game writers, they are now being poached because of this strike.
Whoa.
They're being poached by these companies.
Wow.
And that is a big no-no. You know, you're scabbing it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that
These motherfuckers on strike, but these video game writers aren't. They do a good job too.
Exactly.
That is crazy.
especially now.
We get our shows from.
Yeah, exactly. Especially now more than ever when you know, all these games are coming out and, you know, they look at not Uncharted, sorry, Last of Us. They're seeing, oh, these motherfuckers can do this.
Untapped potential.
Yeah. And so they're like, let's hire these idiots and they don't know. Let's hire people like me specifically. You know, let's go into Andre's
Coming up though, look.
email and be like, hey, saw you were looking for a job. Heard you're a video game writer. We're fucking Netflix. Let's see what you can do. And, you know, me being broken down by the system for so long, being like, no, that's somebody's dream, you know? And it's hard. It's hard to say no, but at the end of the day, it's really not, because you look at all the people who are rooting for you down there on the picket lines. I'm not going to fuck that up.
It's that, but then also it's like it's a short-term solution with a long-term problem. WGA is not gonna let you in. You're gonna be banned.
Exactly.
It's like, so what's gonna be the point?
Exactly. And that's why I'm luckily haven't seen much of it yet, and I hope that I don't. But yeah, video game writing is scary right now, specifically for those reasons, because it's just like we don't know how to feel about it because we got our job and we're happy about it, but we're standing as much as we can with these people that don't have jobs, because writers got to stick together.
Man, whoever called us fucking idiot hour, look at us. That's about us. They're intellectuals. Much needed. Yes. Good dialogue.
Yes.
To be fair, for the most part, we are idiots.
Yeah, for sure. First and foremost.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's get into some. This was important, but
for sure.
Let's get into some nerd stuff. The idiocracy, baby. It was San Diego Comic-Con weekend, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Mid-con, we'll find out what is happening.
Continue.
Okay. So we got Comic-Con here this weekend.
Joe, I can't even focus.
Where'd you get that, bro?
Who is that?
Don't worry about it. Okay. So it's Comic-Con weekend. We've been watching the pod, Andre, but I was hyping up Comic-Con for almost every episode until all this went down. But the writer's strike, actors weren't allowed to come to promote anything.
Right.
Marvel, DC, everyone dropped out of Comic-Con. But
that was before the writer's strike too, right?
Yeah.
That we knew that Marvel wasn't going to be there.
Yes. And then the strike happened a week later.
Okay.
But there were some drops, and let's go through some of it, shall we? Yeah. Did you ever watch What?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What flavor cake is that? Vanilla. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like a surprise for all of us, but
it seems like it's just a surprise.
Enjoy your cake, Idriys.
You don't want none of
those. Did you ever watch The Walking Dead? Me and Idriys were big deaders.
No.
Okay.
It was at the time when it came out. I'll incriminate myself here. It was too scary for me. I'm not a big scary guy.
Nigga, you pussy?
Yeah, for sure. So that was it for me.
Okay.
And then it became way too big for me to even be like, I want to step foot into this. It was like watching One Piece.
True.
It's like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it got too much. But the trailer for...
But I did see what you're... Yes.
Yeah, the trailer for the Daryl spinoff show dropped, Idriys.
Yeah.
Daryl's in France now.
We.
Daryl ended up in France. A trailer for the Rick and Michonne trailer spinoff dropped, which is crazy.
I saw that.
Yeah, right. I also saw that. It's just because it's so diverged from the comics. Rick died so long ago in the comics.
Really?
Rick is fucking dead.
Interesting.
Yeah, like he got shot by like a stand.
Interesting.
In the comics, like someone just went up, shot him in his bed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then like Carl like grew up to be like the leader and everything.
Interesting.
Just totally off script from the comics.
Right.
But Andrew Lincoln, Denai Guerrera, like very big, especially Denai because of Black Panther and everything.
Right.
They had to spin off, keep her around. So yeah, they're doing a Rick and Michonne show. Daryl's in France.
I feel like it's you two against me ever since I brought out the cake. Like the dynamic of the count.
How can it not be us versus you? You're the only one with cake, nigga.
You munching, bro.
Don't hate because we ain't.
Do y'all watch John Wick? Did you watch John Wick?
Okay, so that is, I have a backlog of movies.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
And that is something that I know I'm going to fuck with hard.
Yeah.
But I'll be 100% honest with you. I have not seen a single one of those movies yet.
So I
didn't know that.
Are they not?
It is all
Oh, yeah. Well, Idriys is a monster because he watched one. There's four. He watched one.
The third one, I think.
Huh?
The one in Tokyo or something?
I thought that was the newest one.
They were also in a little bit in Tokyo, like another country.
Word.
So you watch only what, 3 and 4, or like
only watched from one. The third one.
You didn't watch
I've only seen the third one out of all 4.
And I get it.
I see, without, and that's what I was acting, and that's why, because I was like, I've been on a huge movie kick recently, and just like going to see movies by myself and shit.
Nice.
And 4 came out, and I was like, dog, I kind of want to see this. And so that was like the big question was, can I see it without seeing any of the other ones? And I asked like 3 or 4 different people, and they're like, yeah. I don't know why I just didn't see it yet.
Yes, you can, but
I hate that.
me too. Like for me, it's like I've never seen Top Gun, and people say Top Gun.
What?
Why? Because Tom Cruise.
Feels too American.
It is, but fuck, go ahead. Let's finish your thought before I'm talking about it.
Top Gun Maverick was like goated, you know.
Oh,
like,
it's so good.
You watching it?
It's so good.
Have you seen the original Top Gun?
Yes, bro.
See, I have it.
That's crazy.
I know.
I'm like an 80s movie stan.
Fuck yeah.
So like, that's like a no-brainer for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Any movies that feel too American, I don't do. I don't do Indiana Jones.
That's
I don't do Top Gun.
crazy.
You don't do Elvis?
I can't believe you haven't. Have you seen a single Indiana Jones?
Come on.
No.
Bro.
I've seen pieces.
You've never seen Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Probably in passing.
Bro.
We passing in the Best Buy stores and they're playing it on the TV.
That's
Yo, Vaughn is yelling at us right now.
That's crazy.
Feels too American.
It isn't though, because you take it and you think, yeah, this white guy is stealing shit from civilizations that he shouldn't be,
Right.
but he's killing Nazis, and that's like that's 2023 right now. Damn,
American.
that's West Coast.
Well, you know, hold on. I'll say this. I think the movies and the concepts are amazing. I love Steven Spielberg. I know you. But too many white people like it.
Yo, you're not wrong.
Too revered.
You're not wrong.
It makes me not want to watch it.
I was the only nigga in that the other day when they came out. The only one.
Yeah, so, and YouTube has a weird white audience. They always want to come at me.
Yes,
They're come on, bring it the fuck on.
dude. Yeah, we're clipping that, and like literally, like we talked about Elvis, and he's like,
50-year-old white people in the comments is like, how do you even get here?
holy shit.
better love Indiana Jones. Like, shut the fuck up. Go.
So yes, Top Gun, gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Maverick, gotta watch it.
Yeah.
John Wick, you gotta watch it
For sure.
Yeah.
Wait, real quick, last week, because I need to get this on my chest.
Yes.
They come at me and then they try to use examples like try and hurt my feelings. They be like, "Oh, what if we said we did it like MC Hammer?" It's like, well, but I don't like MC Hammer. That's completely.
MC Hammer don't like MC Hammer.
There's 60-year-old white people. They think a young black man, he must love MC Hammer. Shut the fuck up.
That's crazy.
Okay, we're clipping that. 3-part series of John Wick prequel. It's coming out on Peacock. I don't have Peacock. I don't like.
Who does?
Thank you. Yeah. I don't like.
No, it is free. Yeah, I still don't.
Wait, it's free.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, 3-part series dropping on, I think November or something. I'm probably gonna watch it. I'll check it out. It's a prequel, so it's like about live action prequel 3-part series. Maybe John Wick might make a young cameo, but it's about like the owner of the hotel. It'll make sense when you watch.
Word, yeah, because I already know. I got spoiled pretty much like for like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So like that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
To that they're doing a prequel.
exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, there was something else that dropped too. I don't know if it had anything to do with John Wick. I might have been reading something different. Lazarus. Did you see anything about that? It's like that's what it was. It wasn't John Wick. It's a new anime coming out on Adult Swim.
Nice.
From the creators of Cowboy Bebop.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they got a bunch of other people tied to it that are huge.
Classic.
But for some reason, I thought it was John Wick, but I don't think it was. I think it was.
Well,
just
speaking of anime, a trailer for the.
Yo.
Well, the trailer for the Rick and Morty anime dropped.
Yeah.
That shit looks.
I didn't watch it.
It looks. Well, the trailer was just why are they making a Rick and Morty anime? Did you watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah, I watched every single episode of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a shitty thing to say now.
Are they gonna be talking like?
Or is it in Japanese? Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
I didn't know that. I don't know. I thought you were asking something else.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing like it's very Rick and Morty, but yeah, it's like anime style kind of, because like some of the characters still drawn like the exact same way. I don't know.
He just doing shit to make money straight up.
Yeah,
They got a demographic. You know, Rick and Morty like fans.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
Got a whole.
we get hosed, by the way. We watch Rick and Morty, but we get hosed. Right?
That's
Yeah,
Yeah. Word.
we get pussy.
We got Rick and Morty.
I mean, usually, typically, people who get women don't have to exclaim they get women. But in our case, we get women.
It's for the the white YouTubers, or sorry, the white YouTube commenters. Yeah.
For them to know, I get women. I get women with my opinions and without my opinions.
Oh, you know who's not getting hosed because he might be? No, he's not going to jail. So you know how they're replacing Jessica Roiland?
Yeah.
Because of the
You be a fucking creep.
that, yeah, allegedly. We got to throw out there allegedly. They're doing sound-alikes. They
Yeah.
are casting sound-alikes, which we talked about. Like, how are they going to do it? It's
That was terrible.
yeah,
I was like, dude, go on TikTok. You'll find 600.
exactly.
It's easy.
You're not going to find them on this podcast, on this couch. So that was terrible.
So that's how they're replacing Justin with sound-alikes. But
Did you see the trailer for Solar Opposites?
yes,
They already did it.
yes.
But it's weird.
Do your best Rick and your best Morty.
No, you know what you got to do, boys.
Somebody do their best Rick and best Morty. Let's see how easy it is to get this job.
All right, Marty. Let him cook. Marty, what the fuck? Rick, I'm scared. Yeah, don't mind.
Okay. I'm sorry with Morty first.
Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, well,
You had that tucked.
I'm trying to dabble in voice acting now, too. I'm a writer and a voice actor.
Go ahead.
Okay, so then we got... Morty. We need to go to Planet Zircon, Morty.
Let's see.
Oh, jeez, Rick. I don't know if I can do that. Stick in my hand.
Rick,
Come on, Morty. We gotta get on the ship, Morty. We gotta get on the ship, and we gotta go far away, Morty. We gotta go far away. When we get there, we're gonna do things.
some shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel like you... Yes. Rick a little too deep. Morty not nasally enough. But I think you're there. You're there close. Yeah.
Shit, my voice is too deep for that shit.
That was good. That was solid. His was pretty bad. We did. I didn't like live.
But, if we all work together.
Yeah, I think we could do it.
We could be in the cast. Oh my god.
Well, you know what's so funny about that is
Yeah.
they didn't even get somebody to do that shit for Solar.
But it's opposite. They
He's a fucking British guy, right?
But the way that they did it was like made sense in the show.
Right. They wrote it in.
They wrote it in. Yeah,
Like the voice changer.
Yeah. You got like stabbed in the throat.
Yeah.
They're like we gotta give you a new voice.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm British now. Fuck you. You know, like it was awesome.
Yeah,
It was very
yeah.
good. I love Solar Opposites.
Yeah, that's a goated show. I don't know, man. I hate giving them credit. Sure, the legend guy, credit, but like it's a funny fucking show. Man.
Yeah.
It's super funny.
You know, it's also like a goated animated show. Invincible season 2, coming November 3rd of this year. And I did a little homework.
Okay.
I didn't expect you guys to, but they dropped a special little prequel episode for Adam and Eve on Prime. I watched that shit last night.
How was it?
It was good. It was good. It was not bad. Bless.
I have like so many things that I have to watch that people told me to watch this weekend.
Yeah.
And I just don't have time.
Yeah.
But I saw that and I was like, damn, I really want to watch that. I really want to rewatch Invincible.
I
didn't watch it. I watched it when it came out.
Same.
And that was it.
Yep.
And I was like, this is fucking sick.
It is sick.
So I'm super stoked that they're doing, or they finally announced season 5, or at least dropped the announcement trailer, because we knew it was coming. But did you see the casting?
No.
Like of all the extra names?
No, where that shit in.
I don't know like a ton of them, but one spoke to me. Do you watch I Think You Should Leave?
Oh, everyone's talking about. Do you watch I Think You Should Leave? Everyone's been watching it. Tim Robinson or
Yes, he's gonna do it.
He's in it.
He's gonna be in it. He's a voice on it.
That's
I saw all the names. I saw Tim Robinson. I was like, he better have more than like fucking one scene.
No, yeah, Seth Rogen's like he gets the cast.
Yeah.
He said he's a
Holy fuck! But yeah, no,
Yeah.
that looks good.
Yeah,
I'm stoked for it.
In that vibe of also Amazon Prime is low key also kind of a good streaming service just because of Invincible and The Boys.
Yeah,
The Boys.
They had Invincible, The Boys, Marvelous Miss Maisel, Fleabag, and they had Swarm on there. They had all down stuff is going through Amazon. They're doing
Missing.
Amazon got some good shit.
Yeah, they do. The Boys Gen V got a release date September 29th. So finally our first Boys spinoff.
yeah.
I auditioned for that. They didn't get it.
Okay.
Damn.
They like to do the same where they like to cast older for younger. I think I was too much in the age range, and also my audition was bad.
Season 2, come back.
There you go.
No, yeah, I mean I'll do it again. I'll audition again if y'all would want me to. I'll do it again, no problem. Maybe just wasn't meant for that role. Maybe I'm meant for greater things later.
Miles Morales.
Black guy number 2.
I'm saying within that show. It's like, but didn't Grace say that it was getting bad reviews or something?
I think I heard that as well. Yeah. There's a lady we follow named Grace Randolph, white lady. I need that. Sorry, Grace. Don't block me again.
She's literally blocked up, and I had to go bail him out.
That's it.
We might have to. We have to cut this out. One day, I want us to talk to Grace. I like Grace.
She don't know she blocked you.
No, now we talk about it. All right,
But it was a misunderstanding.
it was a misunderstanding. I'm not gonna repeat what I said.
Yes. What did he didn't mean.
I didn't mean
He
it.
didn't mean nothing. And I cleared it up.
Yes, cleared up the D. Yeah, that's all that matters. We'll talk about it. Word. But yeah, Gen V had a big presence at Comic-Con this year. I don't know, The Boys is like one of the biggest shows, and I think, which we're gonna talk about in a bit, about Marvel getting very, let's say, vanilla. The Boys really came in and like shook it up. Adult, R-rated, bloody superhero genre show, which I love The Boys. See, so the last season was but like just I feel like every year it's just like this season is more bloodier and crazier, more dicks. Like I'm
More dicks.
yeah, like exactly. Yeah, every year it's like it's more and more crazy. We're like, all right,
Sir, every year saying, I just saw the craziest shit I ever edited in my life.
yeah.
It's just one more dick than.
Have you seen The Boys?
No, I haven't. I yelled.
So much. Yeah.
Another list.
Dicks.
That I'm cool with.
Yeah.
Give it to me, honestly. But it's just the fact that I have to. I'm not a fucking show guy.
For sure.
And I've noticed that throughout the last couple years.
For sure.
I'm just not. I have mad ADHD.
Self-respect.
And like, once I get into it, I won't stop. Like, I binge watched White Lotus with McKenna.
I want to watch it.
Like, literally 2 weeks ago.
Was it good?
It was fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite shows of all time.
Nice. Heard.
But like, I had to be almost physically forced to sit there and watch it.
For sure.
So The Boys for me is another one that all my friends keep telling me, hey, like, have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet? And I'm like, no. I told my friend to watch Invincible because I figured he wouldn't, man. He already started that yesterday. I told him to watch it yesterday.
I know Rodrigo's in the season shit.
Yeah, for sure.
No, we gotta get Rodrigo on the pod, bro.
Until you ask him to talk. I'm sorry, dog. Homie, he can't speak eloquently.
That's fine.
And you gotta coax it out of him.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, what did this
No,
say?
I'm sorry, I'm stuck. It's sometimes Corey is such an active listener, and he likes to respond. He likes to intensely listen. And, It is just funny to me because you said I have ADHD, and Corey said respect. What? I didn't say it.
I'm pretty sure I'm ADHD too.
Yeah. You do.
That's 3 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? Time to respond. I can't believe you clocked that, bro. I can't believe you clocked that.
That's because you don't have ADHD.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest shit I've ever heard. That's fucking funny.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Oh my god. We were talking about One Piece. You like One Piece or like no?
No, I'm never even. I will not step foot into that fucking not genre. That show, I won't watch. I also don't like the art style, truthfully. So that kind of is a big deal breaker with me, at least for anime. And 1,000 episodes at
It has 1,000 episodes.
24 minutes apiece. Yeah, I'm good on that.
So will you be watching the live action show?
Oh.
Dude, it looks.
Bro, what's his name? I don't know. I don't know the names of the characters. I'm sorry to anybody who was pissed. The green-haired guy,
Okay.
he's hot as fuck.
The black guy.
The black. Is he the black?
No. He's Asian guy.
Oh,
The live action
The live action.
actor for whoever, he's got like green hair.
Yeah, I think it's this guy, Renaro Zorro. He looks Asian.
Maybe
It has.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw a picture of him on Twitter yesterday. Probably a screen grab from the trailer.
Could be him.
Him, yeah. I was like, God damn. I was bricked, bro.
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, he's like, I was going to say something very bad. That's why I was saying he would stop.
Word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Troll. You out here.
Because that's how I would be like, oh, yeah, him. Dude, he knows what I'm saying.
You're insane, bro. So One Piece mid, but another video game. We finally have a release date for Borderlands. The Borderlands movie.
Oh,
He's coming out.
no. There's no. I'll give you about $100 if that fucking movie comes out.
Oh, suppose August 9th, 2024?
I don't.
I thought we played this year. I'm like,
No, well, people were like, I saw a thing that was like, it was going crazy that like, it might not happen. But
That just happened too.
yeah, I hear the script is like very bad.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
isn't it like Idris Elba and like all?
Is Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart,
What's her name?
Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Jack Black. What's her name? I can't fucking think of her name.
She's I've seen Michelle Branch. Yeah, Branch. Yes, I've seen Michelle Branch.
But the ones that I know.
Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee's in it. The comedian, Asian guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's like
I know that.
little part. 20 times, but he does have a little cameo in it.
Okay.
He was talking about on his podcast about
Is
filming
Idris
it.
Elba in it?
I don't know.
They're wrong.
Yeah, I don't think Idris. Kevin Hart.
Thinking Kevin.
Yeah,
I know he's in it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, it was so funny because like a few weeks ago, it's like, oh, the whole scripting was like trash. The writer left, but now we finally got
We got a release date, but we ain't got no trailer.
no trailer.
Weird.
Yeah, dude,
And
and
weird to have a release date and no trailer.
dude, it's been done for almost like 4 years.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
dog.
it doesn't.
It doesn't.
I wonder. I mean, at that point, I guess it can't. I'm like, can the actors sign be like, I don't want this coming out?
Ooh,
Mm.
that's a good question.
And probably not one individual. Yeah, I mean, they signed a contract. They did the job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just have a feeling, specifically with the Borderlands series, if any of you are familiar with it, is goofy as fuck.
It is.
Already, and like kind of cringe in like a weird leaning into it kind of way. But I don't know, man. You know how like you watch some shit that's bad, but it's so bad it's good, kind of thing. I think that's just gonna be a fucking train wreck. I really don't think there's redeeming qualities. It's gonna be like the Dragon Ball Z movie that came out in like 2006.
Scary. Yeah, because they're all hopping on Last of Us, right? In the video game train.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I really feel truthfully that people aren't going to be able to make that distinction between like goofy ass movies and like making video game movies that are goofy, and then making video game movies or series in this case that are award winning television shows or media in general. Like, I don't think people are going to go into Borderlands thinking, well, The Last of Us was fantastic. And they're going to see some of the dumbest shit that you've ever seen in your life. And they're going to be like, what happened? So, I don't know about that movie.
Yeah, that's why they got fucking like Kevin Hart, Bobby Lee,
Like, I'm thinking like Jumanji.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
More power to them. I'd love to see a trailer. That's all
I want to see a trailer too.
That's all I want to see.
I want to see not Rat Trap, something.
Claptrap?
Claptrap. I
Yeah.
want to see Claptrap. I want to see
Yeah.
how they do him.
Yeah.
Fucker. I mean, on the game run, you kind of brought it up. Spider-Man 2 story trailer with a PS5 coming out.
Yes.
I need that.
Yeah.
I know it's PS5, but I need that.
Sony's doing, or I should say Sony in this case, they're doing a cool thing where you don't, I have a PS5 and I saw it and I was like, damn, I'm not spending another $500. But they're selling the controller and the faceplate separately.
Money.
Which is cool because, it's like,
Oh, so you could buy it.
so I could buy it and I don't have to spend $500, So I thought that was cool. But yeah, no, that game, that was the closest job I ever almost got. I had an internship opportunity with Insomniac for Spider-Man 2. And I got into like the last, shit, man. It was probably like the last 5 people. I went through like 3 separate interviews, had a writing test, all that shit. Obviously, I didn't get it, but the people that at least are writers on it, I know semi-personally, at least 1 or 2 of them, they are fucking cool people.
Nice.
That game's going to be amazing. It's going to be a fantastic, it's going to be a fucking movie, man.
I need to play it.
Oh, have you played the first one?
No.
Oh, man, you're in for a ride.
Jason Momoa as Steve.
In the Minecraft movie. What? We don't know if he's Steve, but it's
They made like a Minecraft movie?
yeah, bro. And Momoa's in it.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
See, I can see a Minecraft movie being like a Lego movie.
That's what
That'll be awesome.
initial idea.
Yes.
When I first heard it, like through industry, whatever, Warner Brothers doing it, it was supposed to be, it was the same writers as Lego movie.
Oh, okay. That sounds like it'd be cool.
They changed any of the writers or whatever, but that's what it was supposed to be. It was like Lego movie, but with Minecraft.
Right. That's cool.
That would be cool. But now Momoa is fucking dipping his toes in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's Steve or like it's gonna be like the Alvin the Chipmunk type of thing where it's like him playing Minecraft. Like what's like so weird,
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
He gets thrown in a Minecraft world. I don't fucking know.
Well, I hope it's not one of those Tron ass movies.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
I would hate have it start in Minecraft. We want to see them. Well, I mean, then it's like, oh yeah, you get sucked in. Not to say fucking Space Jam 2.
Yeah.
yes.
Him.
Yeah.
I hated it.
I get that.
I mean, just to round it up, we also have the Marvels trailer. Did we watch that?
Yeah.
It looks fun.
Dude, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yes.
I think that movie's gonna be good. I didn't think that. And I did not think that until yesterday at 2 p.m. when I watched the trailer. Because it came out and I was like, okay, I'll get around to watching this when it comes on a fucking ad or some shit, And I don't know when I watched it, but I watched it. And from the first trailer did nothing for me. It did absolutely nothing for me. I was like, okay, like, cool. They didn't show the villain, anything like that. So the second trailer comes on and I kind of get like the whole what's happening. And then do you know anything about the villain? How it's like a gender bet version?
Oh yeah, she was usually the guy. Yeah. It's like she's a part of the Ronin the Accuser race. Like she's a Kree. And yeah, she has a bangle, what brings in Kamala and everything.
So I thought that was pretty sick. And then I was on Twitter yesterday, and I think that's what made me watch the trailer was the original guy who made the...
I saw that tweet.
And he was like, this is sick. And then everybody was asking him all these fucking weird questions and being, weird nerds like Twitter does. But that's what made me watch it. I was like, oh, that's cool. And, he kind of went into, how the old character was. And so I watched it, and I was like, this looks like it has potential. It looks a little typical of a Marvel movie, like they're just going to throw a bunch of corny jokes in there. And, Iman is going to be the comedic,
yeah. Fish out of the water fan.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know if I can stand another one of those, but it looks like it could be cool. I like this. I always like a buddy film, same like team up kind of shit. And I fuck with Monica Rambeau. That's her name, right?
Monica Rambeau, yeah.
I like Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I don't hate it by any means. I really like Iman.
Me too.
Just as an actress and a person, I like that she's writing the new Miss Marvel, X-Men.
All that.
I like that. I think she fucks with the fandom, and she fucks with like the culture. I am not a Miss Marvel fan personally. The character never really spoke to me simply because I couldn't get past their costume. Not a fan of it. I just don't think it looks that cool. I like what they did with her powers in the MCU. I think that's cool. I don't know. I think it's going to be a fun romp. You know,
I agree.
I'm not tripping about it.
I agree.
I'll go see it probably opening weekend.
Opening night, baby. We going?
Iman is definitely in the Reddit subs.
First. Oh, okay.
Iman is definitely in the Reddit subs. If I'm on here and Iman is in the Reddit subs, I could be in an MCU as well. Kevin knows damn well Iman is in the leaks.
I respect that, and I agree.
Amon's my time to shine a little.
Idriys for miles.
Idriys for Miles.
Idriys for miles.
Still, by the time I'm 40, Idriys for Miles. I'm 40.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But Idriys for Miles. They already cast, so I don't know. It's a pipe dream at this point. But Kevin, if you want to, make a wish come true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I definitely think for the Marvels, like it's either gonna go.
Was I supposed to give my opinion on Marvels?
Yeah, right.
Ass.
Okay.
Damn.
No, I mean ass, literal ass.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Brie Larson still need.
Yeah, I mean, there was a leak about an encouraging happening.
Yep.
I hope that's most of the movie.
Maybe.
Because I'm like, the one thing I don't like about trailers is it feels like you just watched the whole movie. Like,
True.
You watched everything.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I was complaining about the first trailer and not feeling like that, but at the same time, I was angry about it because I don't know what's happening. You know, so it's like I don't know. I'm one of those weird nerds who just can't have it both ways. Because I do agree that second trailer was long.
Yeah, it was like, okay, we see them fighting her. I'm like, is this the movie? Like,
Right.
I'm like, did we just watch? We can kind of piece things together.
Yeah, it seems like they don't really know how to fucking work their powers as a trio. They figured that out, and then they fight this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so that was kind of. I guess you're right. That's a little iffy for me.
Yeah.
I'm still finna go see it though.
I'm gonna see it as well. It's either going to be like it's gonna do fine, or it could honestly, in my opinion, be like one of Marvel's biggest bombs ever. Or the bomb. I could also see it not make Dude, Ant-Man didn't make 500 million worldwide, which is fucked up. It made like 470, bro. Barely.
I don't know, man. I feel like it can't get worse than Ant-Man.
It could. I mean, yes, but it's just because it all leans on the fact of if the writer strike still happen, the actor strike still happening, they can't promote it.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up because this is the movie that needs promotion the most.
Yeah, you said that last week too.
And also, just people like hate Brie Larson. Like, we are not incels. I don't hate Brie Larson, but like, it's just
You know why I love Brie Larson?
Why?
Because she did the what is the Scott Pilgrim song?
Oh, the Black Sheep cover.
That shit was I still love that song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
I'll always love Brie Larson for that.
Yeah,
we love Brie Larson, but a lot of us hate Brie Larson.
I didn't know that.
It was just because of I guess I watched a few and during her press run with Endgame and Infinity War, mainly Endgame with the other cast, like RDJ and everyone, she was kind of like a bitch, like yeah. But that's like. People just don't fuck with Brie Larson, especially like...
I think she was being a strong woman and she was representing her character correctly amongst environment full of masculinity.
Yep.
She brought through the strong femininity.
Yep.
I respect it. We love Brie, but a lot of motherfuckers don't like Brie. So they get like, kind of boycott vibe,
Yeah.
But we shall see. Because also, I'm also worried because of a show that's done by Marvel right now that I'm very... All right. Kevin Feige.
Oh, shit. Put all his work.
Hello, the kin, friend of a friend, and you.
Down.
Kevin Feige.
That's pretty good.
We put too much trust in you, my brother. We in Feige we trust, but you are trust. And I love you, Feige. I love you, Feige. But I don't know what the hell's going on with Secret Invasion. Have you been?
No.
Yeah, you haven't.
I'm like him.
Yeah. Secret Invasion right now, it is the Andor show from Star Wars. I liked it. But
It's because it was a good show.
it's a good show. But the storyline, from Secret Invasion, the comics, to what's happening in the show right now, it does not make sense. This show we're at episode 5, the finale is this week. I am 10% away from calling it dog shit. Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What days did they come out?
The finale?
Yeah, like what day of the week?
Every Wednesday,
Oh, okay.
Tuesday midnight.
Gotcha.
It's the finale. Honestly, bro, like Idriys, we were just talking right before he came. It was just like, I'm just going to watch the finale. I was like, true, because you don't even have to watch the penultimate episode.
That's not even. He's not wrong.
Like, it's to the point now. I mean, like if the fact that Secret Invasion isn't its own saga, isn't its own movie.
That was the biggest thing that Rodrigo said.
Yeah,
about
I brought it up to a close friend of mine that he agreed, like, Secret Invasion couldn't have been a whole saga.
Yeah.
You know, like teasing about who is a Skrull and then like culminating to like some Dark Avengers shit, you know, like it is crazy. It is crazy that how let down I am with Secret Invasion. I mean, Samuel Jackson is good, but he's Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
As you know, and Feige, I feel like you played me a little bit, and I'm quite sad. I still love you. I understand that we are implementing the new thought process. Like, he knows he pushed up Deadpool 3, because you heard about the leak.
Yeah.
He pushed up Deadpool 3 because he knows that the Marvel may be very bad, you know? And Secret Invasion, like, just to wash off this, like, bad taste in our mouth with Secret Invasion, then we have Marvels, then we have fucking Echo dropping the end of this year, which is, we're getting all the episodes, is like, all right, we pushing this along, you know? We are in a detrimental space. What, in your opinion, what do you think is the state of Marvel right now, Andre? Like, because I know you're a fan.
Yeah.
I know you were a fan.
For sure.
But it says a lot. I mean, Idriys just be watching shit sometimes.
Time again, I tap in.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
No, I'm pretty kept up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've watched everything up until this point. Actually, untrue. I haven't watched Loki.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Also, I keep a bird's eye view of everything. I just don't watch every single episode.
And I feel like I'm more on that spectrum as of right now.
Cool.
I feel like I can tell you the entire plot of Loki just fine for the most part. Secret Invasion, I don't know, man. I think Marvel right now, a lot of people, obviously, you hear the words superhero fatigue thrown around a lot. And there's so much discourse behind that, whether it's right, whether it's wrong. I don't know, man. I just think it truly depends on who's making the movie and who's got the best story to tell. Because clearly that discourse died a lot when Guardians 3 came out.
Facts.
Because James Gunn is a good filmmaker and knows how to write a good movie. And I saw a tweet the other day, and I'm not saying that they're wrong, but these Disney Plus shows are not doing what we want.
Yeah.
I think we could have just not had them.
Yeah.
And I get it. I kind of get what you're saying about, you know, Feige kind of just like pushing this stuff out to get to the next stop. But truthfully, and I don't know if it's just because I'm biased, but you could probably look up a statistic at who wants to see the X-Men and who wants to see the Fantastic Four,
Exactly.
as opposed to any other character in the MCU, in the Marvel Universe. Strictly speaking, and I think this is why we're getting Echo, why we're getting fucking Miss Marvel, why we're getting we're not getting Secret Invasion, we're getting something else that talks about Skrulls.
True.
I truly think it's because they got so fucking lucky with Guardians. Because before the first one, Guardians was not a household name. It was not a household superhero name.
No.
You liked Spider-Man, you liked Captain America, you liked Marvel, you liked Hulk.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
Yeah.
Unless you were a die-hard super fan,
Yeah.
you were not getting a multi-million-dollar movie about some dipshits in space.
A tree.
Right.
A raccoon.
And they were like, fuck it, let's see what happens. And it popped. And now they're like, well, then if they like that, maybe we can pick this other no-name superhero, you know? And sometimes it works. Werewolf by Night, probably one of the best things that Marvel has ever made, ever in the entirety of the MCU.
So good.
So good. But now everybody's like, okay, can we get back to the stuff that is like we all like? We all like the fucking X-Men. We all like the Fantastic Four. And I don't know if it's just because I'm biased, but X-Men, I've been wanting to see X-Men since the start of the MCU.
For sure.
I mean, X-Men, fucking First Class, and Days of Future Past, some of my favorite superhero movies of all time. You know?
Yeah.
So it's just like at this point, I don't fucking care anymore, man. I'll watch them because I love a good superhero movie or a bad one. I just like superheroes. I'll watch them. But I'm sitting here just waiting for the shit that I want to see. You know? And so at the state of it, I think for a lot of people is just that. I think that everybody's just kind of waiting for the shit that they want to see. I don't think anybody's going to be like, damn, to anything.
I mean, you're right, because it's not like Marvel got the shit, you know?
Yes.
They got the good shit. It's just that we ain't get it right now.
Yes.
They got the super packers on tuck, you know?
I think it's gonna be, it's almost gonna be like a revival of like the golden age of the MCU
When the X-Men drop.
when the X-Men drop, and they have real shit to deal with.
Facts.
You know?
Yeah.
I think right now we're just kind of in a lull. We're in a gray area where not a lot of stuff has stakes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We're kind of just like telling stories to set up bigger stories.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine. And I think people do need to be patient. But I also feel like people are allowed to have criticism. Because just because we're like on the down low doesn't mean that you can get off with making a shitty story.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's just the writer in me or just, you know, a person who likes good content. It's like you don't half-ass your stuff.
Exactly.
When you had the biggest movie of fucking damn near all time, you know, come out.
Yeah.
And then everything after that has been okay.
Yeah. So now, dude, you say all that. Now I'm a little worried. I'm all like, because I've been hyping up Secret Wars, right? I'm like, Secret Wars will be the biggest movie of all time. But like, since we're
Not for the reasons.
Right. And yeah, it was just because I was watching that last episode that you guys talked about. It was perfect what you said. You're like, it's not going to be what you think it is because it's never been what you think it is.
You have everyone in the last 10 minutes. That's what's going to bring it to be the biggest.
And that's when it always is.
Yeah.
If you look at it, look at Marvel's history. It's good, but man, do they bank on cameos.
yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
But people that are like 95% of Endgame, people only bring up that last spicy. No one brings up anything else about Endgame.
And a lot of people say Infinity War is the better movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
About the first, at least, they only talk about the last 10 minutes of Endgame.
I couldn't tell you about the first 2 acts of Endgame.
Yeah.
Like, I know what happens, but I remember it being like, I just want to get to the good stuff. Like time travel?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one talks about that.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel like Secret Wars is going to be. All what you're waiting for, everybody being it, that's going to be the last act of the movie.
And we've seen it before. We've seen that before. So it's not something that we are not expecting. Right. And granted, we were expecting something along the lines of that in Endgame. But it was this feeling that you never thought that you'd get again. And I feel like they're trying to give it to us again. And that doesn't make it okay.
It would have to be, Secret War would have to be like the Hunger Games of the MCU. And for it to be somewhat entertaining of having like Battle World and having all the different variations or whatever, but you're telling it through one group of people. And it's like Hunger Games. When they're trying to survive and then you get at all these whatever, as opposed to like scrunching up all the cameos in one scene.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, my thing was like, will Secret Wars be the biggest movie now because of this lull? I'm like now a little worried because like, dude, this year has been, besides Guardians, has been shot, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, next year, like, I mean, stakes, maybe in the Marvels when we see the Incursion, right?
Yeah.
But then we have Deadpool 3, we have Captain America New World Order, and we have Thunderbolts, right?
Yeah.
Next year is looking crazy. Like, banger after...
Looking okay. You think bangers?
I think bangers.
Really?
Those are like passable movies.
Deadpool 3 with the lead.
Deadpool 3 is the only exception.
But New World Order, Thunderbolts, whatever, those are like, okay, these are passable movies that we can watch.
Okay, I'll give Thunderbolts the passable one because it's like, I mean, I don't know. They're like new characters.
Yeah.
and like the new group. We haven't had like a new thing besides Eternals and Eternals, right? And then but
Thunderbolts could be cool.
Thunderbolts could be cool. Captain America: Brave New World. We'll see.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And that's nigga to nigga, you know, like I'm saying, I don't care.
That's crazy.
The only I'm excited about Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, Red Hulk, baby.
Because you need to watch.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm like,
Harrison
oh, I'll watch that. I want to see Harrison in a Marvel movie. Yeah. So you can hate that fandom too. Like, true. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Marvel movies right now, the state of Marvel, I could take it or leave it. I'm seeing way more movies right now that aren't Marvel that I'm excited about.
Oh, true. But you know, there's no heat on them right now because James ain't start dropping yet. DC has been trash for the last decade.
Yeah.
If not forever, arguably since Zack Snyder or whatever. But Marvel hasn't had no pressure, no heat on them. They don't have to really be like, oh, we need to make the best content. They're already the best ones by default.
And you know, that's good. I never even really thought about it like that because has Marvel ever had heat on them?
No.
So maybe, and I will take this in my grave. I don't know what it is about DC. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't resonate with any of the characters. Don't give a fuck. I like Batman, but only enough to watch the movies. I will never do outside research. I'll never watch, you know, anything that isn't the movies. I watch Batman Beyond because I grew up with that.
Yep.
But other than that, I won't.
Well, that's always been the thing with like how Stan Lee has gone about his characters, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, as opposed to like DC is like Stan Lee was in Jack and am I missing somebody? Oh, just them two.
Yeah.
We're good at humanizing their character.
Right.
You know, it's like they feel relatable. They don't feel like just like a indestructible object.
Right.
You know, or whatever. Like, and not to say DC's characters are indestructible, though, but I'm saying Peter Parker, we resonate with more than Bruce Wayne, obviously.
Exactly.
Steve Rogers, you could find reasons to relate to Steve Rogers as a human.
If you're white.
Like fucking Clark Kent, you know, if you're white. Yeah, more specifically. Even Tony Stark is like, at the end of the day, he's human. A lot of these characters at the end of the day are human, and it's just more humanized, I feel like, to be able to relate to. So that's part of why I've never really connected to DC characters, because it does feel very superhero-y.
Yeah.
More than Marvel. So I don't know. But James Gunn is, again, I always say, James Gunn is great at humanizing characters.
Yeah.
Finding the humanity in characters.
Yeah.
That often get overlooked when people do certain interpretations of them. So that's why I'm like very excited for James DC, because I'm like, I know James, what made Guardians good was James was able to pick apart each character and find something relatable and humanize them and, you know, give them heart, you know what I'm saying? So that's what DC kind of felt, was just a lack of heart, you know?
So dark.
Yeah, it was just like you can't get too close to it. You know, it didn't feel like something warm you can hold.
Yeah.
Are you excited for James Gunn's DC?
Excited as a person who's not a fan of DC could be, because as James Gunn as a filmmaker, yes, I can't wait to see what he does. I loved Suicide Squad.
Me too. His Suicide Squad.
Good. I loved it, and I don't know any of those characters really, except for obviously Harley Quinn.
Nice.
But other than that, I was like, this is great. You know, I think I didn't watch Peacemaker.
Loved it.
I know it's good. I've heard nothing but good things about it. But I am excited, as like I said, as one who's not a big DC fan could be. I'll watch them. Yeah. I'll watch them, and I think what Idriys was saying earlier, I really do hope that he knocks. I wish nothing but the best for this next run of DC.
Same.
Because I want it to light a fire under Marvel's ass. And I want to see good stuff again. Because at the end of the day, I will always love Marvel characters and the superheroes that are within that world. And they deserve better. I know there's a lot of them. I know you want to get as many as you can in. But just make them good.
Yeah.
we can wait years and years for whoever we need to. But if you're going to make me wait this long for X-Men and you're going to blow it because you're just trying to pump out content, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
And I'm going to never watch your shit ever again.
Yeah. Yeah. Bottom line. Heard it here first. Step it up, Feige.
Step it the fuck up, bro.
Feige, I think you're doing exactly what you should be doing, and I love you.
I respect that.
Yeah. He just wants to be.
That's a man trying to get a job right there.
Exactly.
That's a hustler.
I am not publicly bashing you in any way, shape, or form. I think you're doing the best you can. Like,
one last thing before we wrap it up. These two gentlemen watched Oppenheimer. You saw it?
I guess it.
Yeah?
Yeah, Oppie, big Oppie.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I haven't seen Oppenheimer. I haven't seen Barbie yet. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
But I'm like, can you spoil Oppenheimer?
No. So this is.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like you can.
I hear there's like a twist.
It's not what you think it is, like when you think twist, especially Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
it's just if you don't know history, then it's a twist.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Like if you're just like not educated, then there's the twist.
Say you were wrong because you told me that they never set off the bomb and it's in a warehouse.
I was also. It's a fact.
Yo, you're guys talking last week because I listened to the episode on my drive over here. You guys talking about that 15-minute sex scene had me rolling, bro.
It didn't happen.
No, it did all.
No.
Okay, well that's right. Sorry. That didn't happen. I'll take that spoiler.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
So we did not have a 15-minute of just Cillian Murphy's ass.
No. Why would anybody want to see that?
I don't care how.
Can't be Christopher Nolan.
No, bro. I don't care how much you know Christopher Nolan. There's no fucking way you're gonna watch 15 minutes of mad ass on the screen.
So that guy was just like, oh.
Not even.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay, so I was gonna say I need from both of y'all like a 1 to 2 sentence review, non-spoiler of Oppenheimer.
You saw it most recently.
Yeah. I don't have anything to say. It's perfect.
Whoa.
I walked out the theater, and as much as I did not want to say I was speechless, but I was like, I have nothing to say about this movie.
Really?
I was like, I can't say anything about it. It's perfect. And you can't, that's the thing. It's a movie you can't say shit about. We're going to walk out and be like, the story was bad.
But it was that engaging?
So the only thing they have responsibility for is pacing and performance.
Yeah.
And both of them were solid. So
I feel like they have responsibility with storytelling. Because think about the third act. You have to do that.
So right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So chain. Yeah. How do you tell the story in a chain of events?
Yeah.
Whatever. I get what you're saying. So, but in terms of like, objectively things that happen or whatever, blah, like can't really hold too much on.
Yeah.
So, but you're right. And how Christopher did it was amazing. I would say, I don't know if the black and white changing was necessary. I think the movie could have went without it. It's a cool little touch, to be like, oh, this is what actually happened versus what we feel could have happened. But kind of not necessary. And then, but other than that, but when it came to performance, I'm like, they made sure to fill every fucking small role with someone that's dependable.
Man.
So that no one was lacking acting wise.
Dog.
I will say, and this isn't a spoiler, but we all know Rami Malek is in it. Rami Malek only speaks for like 2 minutes out of the entire movie. Like 3 scenes, and the last scene he speaks for 2 minutes, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it makes you go like, why did you cast Rami Malek? And you're just gonna use him like the no acting, over the top, nothing. But
it was it was a good 2 minutes.
It was a good 2 minutes.
Like, it was a good 2
little
minutes.
moment.
Yeah.
The moment. But I was saying, like, even down to those little moments, they made sure to cast people that they relied on. So overall, to me, amazing movie. And you would think, like, if you're, hearing a while back, like, oh, it's a movie about making a bomb. It's like, who gonna want to watch that? You don't want to watch that.
Yeah. I feel like I can't even like follow that up. He's just kind of.
How'd you like it?
I fucking loved it. I went with 3 other people.
Okay.
I went with McKenna and I went with 2 other friends.
Okay.
2 other friends weren't into it.
Okay. Oh, they weren't into it.
We're not.
Okay.
3-hour movie, hard. I get it. It's 3 hours.
Okay.
You gotta love cinema.
Exactly. Because I fucking loved that movie, and by the end of it, I was still, I was moving around a little bit.
Okay.
I would say there's a good chunk of time where I wouldn't even touch my fucking popcorn because I was so engaged. But it's a long ass movie. So if that's what's selling you on it or not selling you on it,
But
do it.
It didn't really, because you get so engaged.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like.
Right. Like I said, the tail end of it.
Yeah.
I would say around the end of the second act, I started feeling like, okay, this is where it's about to slow down.
Right.
Amps back.
Yes.
And it's like, oh shit. And yeah, I mean, like he said, it's like you get so engaged in it or whatever. It's like you kind of.
There are specific scenes in that movie that make you want to crawl into a hole and just die. Like the best way possible.
Okay.
And Killian, no pun intended, killed that shit.
Oh, bro.
Nice.
Everybody did, though.
Nice.
Robert Downey Jr. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Fantastic. Everybody nailed it.
What?
Kill.
Emily Blunt's in there?
Yes.
Josh Peck?
Jock McDid.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Blunt killed.
Yeah. No, that movie, it was a very, very beautiful, scary film.
Yeah.
It was great. I'm literally trying to figure out how I can go see it again. I think I'm going to go see it again tomorrow.
But nice. And just to piggyback off of you saying scary film, scary in a way because you go in just full transparency of just like, there's no scene of like you see people getting exploded or anything.
Yeah, sorry. Let me start with that.
No. I was just saying the fear comes, everything is through stakes and emotion.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like you can,
Ew,
they didn't have to show anything like that. Oh, exploding, nobody getting killed, nothing.
Yeah. And there's a lot of, obviously, it's one of the biggest movies in the world right now, along with Barbie. So obviously those two are getting the most discourse on social media. And that's, a lot of people are talking about whether it was good or not.
Yes, people were saying this is Nolan's most divisive, going to be his most divisive film.
For sure.
Dang.
I mean, when you're dealing with something like the atomic bomb and what happened and what we did, obviously there's going to be people that are saying something that's good and bad about it. But I think the biggest takeaway from it was this is one man's perspective of doing something that inevitably changed the world forever. And so I think that's something that I think maybe my friends didn't really really get, and they were just like, hey, it's a movie about a bomb. That's what
they went into it thinking like it's a regular ass biopic.
Right. Which in my opinion it's really not.
I'd love to hear it.
Not even a little bit. It's just its own thing. And I don't know, 2 sentences, fucking amazing. Please go watch that shit and be scared out of your wits end like I was.
I would say the true test will be when it comes out on, if it's streaming or digital or whatever.
Yeah.
The at-home experience.
Yes. It's kind of like Endgame in that I don't think I'll ever be able to feel the way I felt when certain things happened in a movie theater. I'm pissed off that I didn't get to see it in 70 millimeter.
I want to watch it in 70 millimeter.
The IMAX.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to the dine-in theater at Glendale. Food was terrible.
That's how we love Alamo.
That screen was big there. That was a big ass theater, so I was happy. And then surround sound, the shit was cackling, and bomb sounds. I was happy. I don't know where IMAX got, but
I have a buddy going. He's not going to like the 9th of August, but he's seeing it in IMAX, and I can't wait to talk to him about it. I don't know anybody who's seen it in IMAX yet.
Yeah. I've not seen it at all. I've not seen Barbie or Oppenheimer?
I think you're wrong for that too. Barbie was fantastic.
I hear it's great.
Oh my god.
I hear it's great. I'll hopefully watch both this week, and then we'll loop back around for next week's episode. I'd like to thank Mr. Andre for showing up today. What a fucking legend. Yeah, this camera's yours. This camera's yours. Tell us what you got going on.
I'm making games, bro. Y'all need a writer? Holla at me. That's it. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Andre Wales.
Yeah, I love that. All right, guys. Follow us on Instagram, all that as well. This has been episode 11 Nerd Hour. Appreciate you. See you next week.